What is up, Geometry Dash gamers? Today, I will be showing you how to make your own daily chat skit just like mine. I'm making this tutorial because sometime in the future I want to make a contest where you guys make your own skits and send them in to me for just some, just a fun challenge kind of thing. Sort of like the fan art contest, but less creative. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video. So the first thing you want to do is you want to come up with an idea for what you want this skit to be about. So, for example, let's create a topic. So after we have our topic, we have to figure out who gets to be in the skit. Usually what I do is I go into the daily chat and make up some sort of competition, like, first 5 people to DM me this specific phrase, like to a T, gets into the video, or I'd make this kind of level for me. It could be anything you want, or you could just be arbitrary and just choose your friends. It doesn't matter, but a good skit generally has about 5-ish people, not including yourself. I usually go with my set cast of characters, like myself, Sherbert, Devilmine usually, RCTNT, and Zwind, and then from there I add a few extra people just to make it more interesting. And then what you have to do for this, when you're scripting the skit, you have to make sure it all flows. Like, they're all talking to one another, and you have to make it, interesting, So, you can't just be like, hi, you suck, the end. You can't just do that. You have to make, actually something about it. So, with our topic being wiener dogs, we could just say, someone says hi, someone says what's up, and then someone else says wiener dogs, and then wiener stuff happens, basically. And then just, you work from there. And a good skit always has a twist in the middle somewhere. That's why all my skits have some sort of special guest that shows up. First it was Sherbert as RobPop's cousin. After that, it was Jesus Christ. And then it was Saul Goodman. Those things. You always gotta have something like that just to captivate the audience. Because the reason I do that in my skits is to make sure we can segue into an ending. I usually end my skits on a D's nuts joke, but you don't have to. You can end it any way you want as long as it wraps things up. Usually I add the special guest as a climax of the video, and then you can just smooth things out from there. Now you're probably wondering how exactly I get all the comments for these videos. What I do is I go to gdcolon.com/gdcomment, because here, this is a site that Colon made where you can create strikingly realistic GD comments. I could literally do anything I want here. Once you have your comment, you can just save it, and then you can put them into an editor. So the editor that I use for my videos is called Clipchamp. It's basically a default Microsoft program, and it's garbage. The only reason I use it is because other editors that are free usually have stupid watermarks, and the ones that don't, like DaVinci Resolve, are just a little too complicated for me. This works for my purposes. So what you do is you can just take your comment and then you put it in here. And then boom, that's the start of your skit. Now what I usually do is I have a few sound effects. Usually I use the Discord ping sound effect and Sneaky Stitch because it fits the vibe, It fits the vibe of what the skits are going for. If you don't have the sound effects or any music, you can always just use a sketchy YouTube to MP4 site or something. It doesn't really matter. You can always find a way. And you just edit it together like this. It's really not that hard. You just have to make sure that each image you have enough time to read, And then once you got that, all you have to do is just write down every line onto a comment and then put it all together. Add some music, figure it all out, and then you're good. That is all for this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed and found this tutorial useful. And remember, I might do a skit contest, so, keep it in mind.